What's up, YouTube? Robert the Monster Among Marks Drap here, and I'm back again with my good friend and tag team partner, Sierra. How you doing today?
I'm happy I'm home, and I don't want to leave my house for a week. Well, 6 days.
I mean, yours truly is lucky enough that starting on Sunday, cat. I will be on vacation and have days off until the following Tuesday. It's gonna be insane.
Good, because you know I'm gonna be no help to you next week.
Oh yeah, next week I'm fully preparing to have to do Raw completely by myself because you're in line to get into the stadium.
You're gonna have to.
And then Wednesday, if you manage to dredge your body out of the stupor of having to suffer through, not just to suffer through 205 Live, and go through the heavenly experience of seeing SmackDown 1000, you'll be absolutely no fucking use at all.
I'll be good for crowd indication.
Yeah. But that's it'll be like
on it for NXT and 205.
Yeah, it'll be almost silent though. Anyway, let's start the show. The show this week. Wow, what a start!
Good job.
First out,
this better be...
they get the hype for Jeff Hardy and Samoa Joe and Randy Orton versus Big Show. Just out the gate, they're like, oh yeah, by the way, these are our qualifying matches for tonight. And also, we're going to be seeing
the qualifying match next week.
Yeah.
The qualifying next match.
And you get to fucking watch it, you lucky... I wasn't going to talk about it until the end. I was not going to talk about it.
That is going to happen. Sheer amount of screaming. If you hear someone just shout Ray in a Braun-style voice, it's me.
Yeah. We'll get there. But we instantly move into the SmackDown Women's Championship. This also carries
these women.
It carries the caveat that if Becky Lynch gets disqualified, the title will change hands. This was an absolute war. This could have been the main event.
I felt like it's... Oh yeah, this probably should have been the main event.
Oh yeah, to start with
I would have been fine with having Orton and Big Show start out the show.
Or even have Orton and Big Show be the filler and have Miz TV start out.
Yeah, I think Miz TV probably should have started out.
But it wasn't to be.
Because Miz TV always starts out.
Yeah, and it works. It works very well as an opener.
I think had they done placement of this match, had this match been the main event, this probably would have been the cherry on the cake for SmackDown Live.
As it stands, it was just a really damn good opener. And I'm gonna say I want to straight say my favorite part, which is the very, very, very end. But we're not doing that. I'm gonna let you go into your color commentary because, unfortunately, I'm very low on spoons, so we're gonna go on ahead.
So maybe I should have mentioned that I'm trying to change up my note style because instead of 5 pages of notes for SmackDown, I only have 2 pages of notes for SmackDown.
That works.
But I still have a full page of notes on Becky versus Charlotte.
I figured you would.
So to start it off, we do see continuous back and forth from the duo. We see Charlotte and Becky gain slight advantage over one another, only for the other to quickly turn it around. Examples being Charlotte getting dragged against the rope.
That was pretty good.
Only to throw Becky into the corner, and then Becky countering with a kick to the knee, gaining momentum over Charlotte. Jesus, this was a beautiful match. We see them trade blows with this beautiful sequence about third of the way through the match. Because at that point we see, after that beautiful sequence of chain that they did, Becky slows the pace down with an armbar. And then bridges into a hammerlock submission.
Yeah, like
I don't know how to call that. There are some funky moves I've put on this paper.
Yeah, I mean, she basically contorted herself such that she had her shoulder against Charlotte's shoulder and was pulling on the, still wrenching on the arm, while flipped up over top of her, like bridged over top of her. It was wonderfully done, and.
But after that, I'll go ahead.
I can't believe she even got up. I think it would have been a little more impressive had Charlotte like powered out by standing up, and then like straight into a neck breaker.
Charlotte does make it to her feet.
Yeah, she does.
Well, she makes it to her feet. Instead of a neck breaker, she goes to attempt the Boston Crab, and then switches it into that turnbuckle slingshot. We go to commercial break after that. The next thing I wrote down was after Becky Lynch tossed Charlotte from the top rope, and we see Charlotte start to favor her arm at this point.
Yeah.
We see the Bexploder into the near fall, and Charlotte retaliating with the backbreaker and chops, followed by the back suplex. We see Charlotte wobble up to the top rope. Look, if you're wobbling, you probably shouldn't go top rope.
And she did get
but we
down
see Charlotte
instantly, though. She was like, I think this is a bad idea.
No, she didn't get down instantly. Becky threw her down. And then scaled the ropes herself, missing the splash.
This is true.
Causing Charlotte to get the near fall for that segment. We see Charlotte lift Becky with the one-arm powerbomb, much like Roman does, into the near fall. We get another commercial break after that, and we see when we come back, Charlotte's going for the figure four, but Becky sends her face first into the turnbuckle. This is where we see what I predicted with the fact that it's a no DQ. She didn't say anything about count out. At this point, we do see Becky grab the title and try to leave, only for Charlotte to bring her back into the ring. But Becky shoves Charlotte into the ref, then attempts to use the title, and ref sees it, goes for the DQ, but thanks to Charlotte with the roll-up near fall, he has to continue the match. We see Charlotte go for the near fall, Becky counter into her own near fall, Charlotte spears Becky, turns her inside out.
Fucking Becky just rolls right out of the ring.
Yeah, she rolls out of the ring while Charlotte's going up for the moonsault, or no, she goes up for the moonsault and misses it.
Yep.
Causing Becky to hit the Bexploder. This is where the official starts restarting his count because Charlotte is now outside of the ring. And in an attempt to get the count-out victory, Becky goes for the basement dropkick and actually sends herself out of the ring, restarting the count. After this, we see Charlotte hit the natural selection, but Becky rolls out of the ring before Charlotte can get the chance to cover.
Yeah, just
we see Becky's
straight
freaking Charlotte
bam.
Just like,
whoa. What the fuck?
You hear Charlotte just like fall over, and she's like, where'd she go?
The rage.
After this, go ahead.
The rage was very real.
Oh, it was cute because these guys are still best friends. After that, Becky spears Charlotte into the apron, and both women are counted out as Becky throws Charlotte into the barricade. We see the duo brawl on the ramp, and then Charlotte spears Becky through the LED board. When she finally comes out and they show Charlotte, because they can't get to Becky yet, Charlotte is grasping at her hand. It's swollen, it's red, you can see blood smear, and I legit thought she might have like fractured something or broken it just by the way she was holding it and screaming.
Yeah, I thought she like somehow fucked up her arm position and like broke like the top of her wrist or something. And then I went back and I watched it again, and I saw that she was bleeding. So yeah, that was not fun.
That was a scary spot.
But it was my favorite spot. I have to be honest.
It was a good spot though.
Damn good spot. Next we get Jeff Hardy versus Samoa Joe. God, this I'm super glad to see Jeff Hardy again. That's great. Getting him back was good.
You missed one of the best parts. That beautiful card that said Undertaker will be at SmackDown next week.
I didn't miss it.
You just chose not to talk about it.
I chose not to write it down. It's like, okay, because here's the thing. Here's the one thing. We're into it now. With all the fucking announcements of all the fucking wrestlers that are going to be at SmackDown 1000, which pisses me off because I'm jealous I don't get to go, and I'm not going to lie, I can't read what you've written because white on a webcam doesn't work. Careful.
Shut up.
Anyway,
full of notes.
I know it is. I didn't really write a whole lot of notes because there wasn't especially at the beginning. Like, I completely missed I didn't say that Jeff Hardy got a promo package, like a video package of all his greatest moments.
I just wrote down Jeff Hardy promo.
That's pretty much what I did for the people that got them.
Promo packages tonight because they were literally just the best of moments.
Yeah, it's like, why are you showing me the best of Jeff Hardy? I already know Jeff Hardy is amazing.
In the qualifying match.
Yes, I know. And why didn't Samoa Joe get one?
There was a promo of Joe being ruthless, beating the crap out of people right before
Oh yeah,
the
that's
match.
right. I forgot to write that down. That's why I had that question. Like I said, I've been up since 3. Give me a little slack here. So
no,
we
I'm
go
really
into
not going to because I've only been up since 4, which is 3 your time.
Yeah. So have you had a nap? You've only dealt with one annoying person.
Actually, no, it was 5 annoying people, and try having them in a van for 8 hours.
Do I have to? No, I don't.
Yeah, because that's my job.
Yeah. Anyway.
All right, but let's move into this match that was a little disappointing at the end.
It absolutely was.
Kudos to Joe for selling, but I didn't want to see the match end this way.
I don't think Jeff did either, because I mean, I could have swore I went back and
hell, Jeff didn't want it to end that way.
Yeah, he wanted to keep going.
You know this is storyline. You know this is kayfabe.
Yeah, I very much thought I saw the dreaded X.
No, you get a little paranoid about that X.
I mean, shouldn't you?
Because think about it. Liv Morgan got knocked out and they didn't throw the X up.
But this is Joe, who's already said, like, during Super Showdown, you could literally hear him say, something popped when talking about his leg. But he was
still cleared to wrestle.
Yeah.
All right, but let's go ahead and move into the match.
Yeah. Go for it.
Before I get into my quote-unquote color commentary, because there's no color commentary on this, any spots that stood out to you in this match, aside from Joe being an amazing seller?
Yeah, I think the thing for me was that we are seeing a obvious different side of Jeff Hardy, in that his movements were very methodical, very calculated, very designed to exploit the storyline injury. And that, in turn, especially with the expression on his face and the fact he pulled his shirt off at the end of the match like he was going to keep going, whether the official said to or not, that might, to me, say we could be seeing a heel Jeff Hardy coming. And I don't know if I want that, but I will watch the fuck out of it anyway.
I don't think it would potentially be a heel Jeff Hardy, but maybe potentially WWE giving Hardy a little bit of wiggle room with the brother Nero, because granted, we got to see Broken Matt, but we never truly got to see brother Nero.
That would be pretty cool.
So in that sense, he'd be a tweener because, good God, Brother Nero.
Yeah.
I knew you'd come.
Yeah, it was a
But
matter of time.
so let me just go ahead and go through my quick little paragraph I have.
Hit it.
At the very beginning, we see Joe and Hardy trade blows. Joe rolls out of the ring to recomposes himself. We get the really quick commercial break. I really hate when we get like 2 minutes of action and it goes like to commercial break. It's just, you might as well just show us the entrances and go to commercial break.
Yeah.
So at least we can see the whole match. But when we come back, Joe is in control. He throws Hardy and then puts Hardy into a headlock. Gets I want to call it like a cannonball. What Kevin Owens does, they call it like a cannonball senton.
Yeah.
So that's what Joe does, and then follows it quickly up with a near fall. He backs Hardy into the corner, and then they manage to get out of the corner, I think, but puts him into like a crucifix style hold. That's what it looks like Jeff is in, is a crucifix.
Yeah.
We see Jeff rally with fists and elbows, the inverted atomic drop into vintage Hardy, targeting the knee. Hardy sent to ringside. Joe quickly follows. I looked down to right, but Joe slams his leg into the stairs. I don't know if it was him going for a move and Hardy dodging, or if Hardy sent him into the stairs. I didn't go back and look. All I know is that Joe slammed his freaking leg into the stairs, and that's where everything started going downhill for him. Mm-hmm. We see Hardy roll back into the ring with Joe, attacks the bad knee. Joe, wow, I can't read my handwriting. Oh, Joe gets a distance away from Hardy with a right hand, but when he tries to stand, cannot physically get back up to his feet, and this causes the ref to immediately stop the match.
Yep.
Hardy is named the winner, and he is moving on to the World Cup in Riyadh, Saudi Arabia.
Yep.
Did you hear it's not going to be at the venue anymore? They had to find a new venue.
I didn't hear that.
So nothing dramatic or anything. The venue is having repairs done, and they had to move 2 soccer games, and the Crown Jewel pay-per-view elsewhere.
That's interesting.
Moving on, we see Randy Orton, the Best of Randy Orton promo, and then a quick little name card saying that the rest of One Night in Milwaukee is to be revealed tonight. We see, I think we go to commercial break. No, we see Evolution is going to be at SmackDown 1000. Coolio.
Yep.
We come back from commercial break. We get an update on Charlotte and Becky. They focused on Charlotte because she had the true discerning injury. They basically said she's good. She's cleared to compete in mixed match later that night. We see, look, so I know that you like to, when you do notes, that you do like Miz coming out. So I'm not going to do that.
I was going to say, actually, Paige does announce that for...
hold on. Go ahead.
I was going to say, Paige does announce that for Lynch versus Flair at Evolution, it will be a last woman standing match. She calls it for the first time. It's like, no. Asuka versus fucking Nikki, goddammit. I'm not going to let y'all forget that shit.
Main roster versus NXT doesn't count. We had this discussion with the previous group.
This is true. They don't.
But I was only saying that because half the time I'd go on to the next thing and then go back to what that little feature was. So I had actually crossed out Miz TV featuring Styles and Bryan and wrote in Paige stating the Evolution match. And now we're going to move into Miz TV featuring AJ Styles and Daniel Bryan. I just have like I've got half a page on it, but this
You
was
act
good.
like
This was amazing.
I was gonna say you act like that's so small a thing. I just wrote Miz
Actually,
TV
it
with Daniel.
is for me.
Yeah, I know. I wrote Miz TV with Daniel Bryan and AJ Styles. This was a very good back and forth between AJ and Daniel. The end of
Oh yeah, they built this up very well already.
Yeah, I mean Daniel, and it's very much still in the whole face kind of matchup where they both very much congratulate each other, and point out each other's strengths while still saying, "But I'm gonna beat you," and I'm okay with that.
They point out each other's strengths, and at the same time, they keep poking at Miz. I love it. Freaking AJ going, what did he go, like this?
Yeah, that was, you haven't faced, what it was, you haven't faced anyone who's phenomenal, and then taps the P1 on his glove. It's like, all right, no, yeah, you got there. Good job.
No, I think he was pointing with his thumb.
Well, I mean, both. Because think about it,
Look,
Styles is the phenomenal one.
So this was amazing. I think Miz being the mediator for their first interaction was very smart. Mm-hmm. Because we do see Miz try to stir up the pot multiple times, but yet Bryan and Styles managed to remain calm and banter with each other, and then remain calm-ish, have the banter, but then Bryan says, look, I know we're having a lot of fun, but here's something serious. This match is why I fought to come back from retirement. My dream was to fight for that championship, and you're the only person standing in my way. AJ then replies, I'm not moving. And then we get the also, how good does it feel to punch Miz in the face?
Oh yeah, because they were chesting up there at the end, and then AJ's like, I got a question for you.
You see Miz stand up all ready to do it, like, to be the little putster that he is.
Yeah. And
when neither of them take the bait, he snaps.
Oh yeah, he went off on this. It was very good.
I mean, snaps at Bryan for beating a small package.
Yeah.
Oh, go ahead.
Yeah, he snaps at him for beating him with a small package when he won continuously. When he turns it to AJ Styles and says, basically, you're him with a southern accent, and that you will face the man that beat Daniel Bryan last week, and we get Shelton Benjamin versus AJ Styles.
Before he says that, Miz calls next.
Oh yeah, he did. He says, I've got next.
Yep, so Miz calls next. It'll be interesting to see what Paige has to say about that, because he technically hasn't won a number one contendership or anything like that.
This is true. My notes aren't very great.
This match, okay. Look, so some matches are meant to be visually appealing. Mm-hmm. This match, I probably could have not watched and still understood the basis of what was going on, because this match was all about the commentary. This was an audio match.
Yeah, very much.
Because
agreed. I was saying very much agreed.
I mean, yeah, I mean, we get a lot of back and forth between Styles and Benjamin, and they do attempt to put on a solid match. I mean, Styles can't put on a bad match. Shelton is known to put on above decent, not amazing, but really good matches.
Yeah,
I feel with, and I'm sure it felt differently in the arena, because you can't hear commentary in the arena. But this match really sucked the life. This was like the one soul sucker of the show.
Yeah, of the show. I can agree on that one. But
in the end, we get some good back and forth from the duo, and sorry, I totally stole your line. Go ahead.
I was gonna say AJ's really good, so for him to be in this kind of match, it had to be it had to be because it was missing something that they didn't want to put in. Like these two actively held back, and I could see why. I mean, the match Styles had on Saturday, even what 4 days removed now, is still a lot, especially with the 20-hour plane ride that they got to make to get back to the States.
It's a 17-hour plane ride.
I don't know. All I know is that
I wanted to get on Paul Heyman for that because everybody else was saying 17-hour plane rides and Paul Heyman was saying 20-hour plane rides.
Maybe his flight got delayed.
I don't think he was there.
Yeah, he wasn't. But either way.
But in the end, Styles pins Benjamin after hitting the phenomenal forearm. I think we had an argument about this last week that the phenomenal forearm was not technically a move he used with covers.
I don't think we've had that debate, but
we had an argument about this with Roman and somebody else, and I'm pretty sure it was Styles.
I'm gonna say that the only ones that I've ever seen use a good move that never got the win, that they don't use pinfalls with, is actually Roman Reigns with a Superman punch. I don't like it, but it's definitely a power move. And John Cena with the AA.
Yeah, even though that is considered one of the moves of doom, isn't it?
Yep. He could just roll right into the pinfall, but no. He hits the AA and moves straight into the STFU. Roman hits the Superman punch.
Probably just the way he's evolved his moves.
Yeah. Because
at one point he did used to do the AA into pinfall and then evolved into the STFU or the STU. We can't technically say that.
I don't care. I do it anyway because I'm me. We get a big... Moving on back to the show, we get the best of the Big Show, who will be competing later.
It's the Slim Show. He's slim.
And less beard. That bothers me a little bit.
Oh, I love Big Show beard though.
Big Show's original beard that he had, the very thick long beard, was like, yeah, that's good. Moving on, we get one
beard.
Yeah. One night in Milwaukee, we get the
part 2.
God. This, I'm sorry. It started out
after last.
Yeah.
After last week, I had so much hope for this. And then for this to go down,
yeah,
I heart Rusev.
I'm sorry. You had the chance to make this something interesting. You had the opportunity to lean into something that would have built intrigue for a match between these two, and yet you go with a fucking creeper storyline where he almost sexually assaults a coworker. That's fucking wrong, WWE.
Did you catch the chant that they were trying to start?
They kept trying to start a creeper chant. It's like, no,
it wasn't creeper.
I didn't. Then
it wasn't creeper. It was a 4-letter word, and it non-consensual.
Yeah. Okay, I could see that being a thing. And
so, but Jesus Christ.
Nope. Rusev comes out.
I must have.
Rusev comes out. I'm gonna ignore this stupid fucking video thing. Lana comes out, says basically says,
"Oh, I'm done."
Yeah, Lana says you've been hacked, and plays the rest of the video where it turns out he's just a creep, and that fucking Aiden just tries to roll with it. And dude, there's only so deep you can take a joke. There's only so deep you can take a storyline. You went far out of the depth for this one. You shouldn't have done it. You should have just straight
into the Attitude Era for that one.
Yeah, you needed to run away for this one. Because his closing line...
If it would have worked in the Attitude Era, it's not going to work in the Reality Era.
Yeah, I know. His closing line was the fucking worst. And I'm going to immortalize it here because I feel bad for him, and I can't wait to see better things. He says, once you're done with those boring Rusev days, you should come to me for an Aiden night.
Oh my god. Kill me. First of all, you let Lana hack you. The only experience Lana has in hacking is playing a hacker in 12 rounds.
I don't think it was.
That up. Rusev goes to attack and Aiden runs away. We're done with this segment.
Yay! Fucking great! We never have to think about it again. It's gone. No more One Night in Milwaukee.
I'm gonna have to see it next week.
No, we won't.
No, I'm gonna have to see it next week. I have a feeling Rey Mysterio is gonna be on next week.
Yeah,
Yay, against Shinsuke Nakamura for the World Cup qualifier.
Hang on. I have a question because as you viewers know, my husband is in the same goddamn room. He held up a sign that said, "I ship it." You ship Aiden and Rusev? What the fuck is wrong with you?
Who does he ship? Who is he shipping?
Rusev Aiden. Basically getting Rusev Day.
Oh, I ship it too.
Oh my god.
I ship it too. I hardcore ship it.
Ship it like FedEx. I'm surrounded by the weirdness here, people. Get me out of here. Like FedEx. That's what No, we're done with this. Rey Mysterio video package happens, and it's it's reminding you that he is amazing. I know. And I wrote here, I kid you not, I'm going to scroll the thing over the Skype video so you can see this. Next week, Sierra will see Nakamura versus Mysterio for a World Cup spot. I wrote that.
I hate her.
Nope. I'm not going to deny I'm jealous. In fact, you know what? I'm so done. I'm so done with Aiden Day. I'm actually now going to remove it from the broadcast thing.
It's not Aiden Day. It's not Aiden Day. Next week he's gonna have something about Happy Aiden Night.
Nope.
The shirt's gonna be updated.
I would rather have Big Cass, Nikki Cross, and Sanity on my screen than that stupidity.
Big Cass?
Yeah, underneath you.
Big Cass, where did that come in?
Well, see, the picture I have for the SmackDown Live roster for you, underneath your picture, is Andrade Cien Almas, starting from left to right. Andrade, Selena Vega, The Bar, R-Truth, Sanity, including Nikki Cross, Mandy Rose, Sonya Deville, The Club, Big Cass, and then the bottom line is Samoa Joe, Miz, Jeff Hardy as U.S. champion, and Asuka.
So I think you should make an edit to that. Big Cass's face out.
Yeah, just have the body be there. Sorry. I'm also like
just put like some random SmackDown talent right there.
Just the SmackDown logo. Just have
put
a
Kurt
little.
Hawkins on there, even put Kurt Hawkins on it, even though he's on Raw.
Yeah, no. Yeah, or Heath Slater, just because Heath Slater was looking
fit
jacked.
Perfectly in the Big Cass spot. You know who would fit perfectly in the Big Cass spot?
What do we got?
Big Show.
This is very true. Fucking Big Show comes out first. I loved it.
And it's a beautiful segue.
Mm-hmm.
It wasn't a segue. You just kind of took it and was like, Big Show comes out.
Yeah. Well, here's the thing. It's very much. I'm not gonna lie. I got to this match right before we started. I did not get to finish watching it.
What is your issue in watching the show the night it comes on?
Usually I'm very tired in the evenings and I have to cook
because
dinner.
Because whenever I text you, it's just like, whenever I like message you about the time, you're just like, can we do 4:30? I'm watching it at 1x5 speed. It's just like, what?
And I get to skip commercials.
I get to skip commercials too.
Actually,
All I do is pause.
yeah, I don't have a DVR because I'm poor, and
Doesn't have to be on a DVR.
and I will say this: watching it online the last time because I watched Raw, most of Raw, online.
It's because you don't find a live stream. Find a live stream.
I did find a live stream on this one, and it was the Sky UK. And I swear, fucking Simon from What Culture was doing a WWE 2K19 spot.
There was a spot, speaking of random things like that, there was a spot during a replay. You could actually hear someone talking over everybody, which was one of the producers, probably Michael.
Likely.
Or Kevin. It's probably Kevin Dunn.
Could have been. Sorry,
But let's move into our main event, which was the Big Show, aka the Slim Show, versus Randall Keith Orton.
Yeah. I think I got to the first
World
commercial.
Cup qualifier.
Yep.
Wow, you got to the back and forth between the duo and Orton rolling out. That's it.
Yeah. Like I said, I was actually watching it a little.
The first minute of the match.
I was watching it a little slower than I normally do because I was trying to get as much as I possibly could out of it, and rather than not get much out of it, I wanted to get something out of it. Here we go. Now you can actually see me because I had to fix my webcam. Sorry.
Okay.
Go for it.
But to start off the match, then, we do get it back and forth between the duo, and Orton rolls out to recompose. We go to commercial. When we come back, Orton has just DDT'd the Big Show and gets a near fall. Orton gets the headlock on Show, but Show drops Orton. Show then clotheslines and just walks into Orton, knocking him over.
Just like, baff.
Orton rolls out. Literally was just like down. Okay, so then Orton rolls out and the Big Show follows. He sends ring. We see Orton drop kick Show into a draping DDT from the top rope into a near fall. We see, oh my gosh, I did not expect this. We see Orton try to go for the punt. I haven't seen the punt in forever.
Yeah,
I would love to see that again. I just didn't want to see it on Big Show. Thank God Big Show evaded.
Yeah, it's been forever, and there was a pretty good reason why they didn't do it anymore.
Yeah, goes hand in hand with that curb stomp they're going away for a little bit.
Yeah, I mean, I think
so Orton
Seth fixed it, so I'm okay with it.
Seth fixed it. So, but Orton sets up for the punt. Big Show evades and spears Orton into the near fall. At this point, we get a close up on Big Show, and man, does he look winded.
Yeah, he gasped like Hogan.
Gasping, good gosh, like Batista gassed out.
Jesus.
Big Show calls for the choke slam, but Orton runs out, rolls out. Then we see Show just grab Orton by the head and hoist him onto the apron. Gets the choke slam into a near fall, calls for the knockout punch, but Orton slides out. Show goes to lift Orton up again, gets him on the apron, but this time Randy gets the thumb to Big Show's eye, hits the RKO, and pins Big Show. Randy Orton wins and is going to the World Cup.
Yeah, I mean, that's our
show.
Yeah, I was gonna say I kind of anticipated that Randy Orton was gonna be winning this one, mostly because Big Show's not much of a wrestler these days, so that's fine.
Well, and I'm a little disappointed that they brought Big Show back for the 999th.
Yeah,
because Big Show has always been a big part of SmackDown too. They should have brought him back for the 1,000.
Yeah, that would have been nice.
I just really want to see Big Show.
I can tell. Overall, this was a rather decent SmackDown Live. I mean, nothing to write home about, but nothing terrible. So, except for the one night in Milwaukee.
Yeah, with the exception. Well, I'll take you can have One Night in Milwaukee as your exception. I'm gonna have Styles versus Benjamin as my exception. Again, we said it earlier, but I feel had they done better placement of the matches, this could have been phenomenal.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm hoping they didn't make it phenomenal for the sheer points next week, and it better be the most phenomenal show I've ever seen.
I'm sure it will be.
And that's a lot to say because my favorite show is Ring of Honor.
Yeah. I was going to say, anyway, we want to thank you all for watching. Please like, comment, subscribe, share all those wonderful things down below. Hit the bell for the notifications. Follow the show on Twitter at InMoshPit. Follow her on Twitter at Heavy Metal Hippie. Follow me at Rob's Random ROMs. And we will see you all tomorrow night for the NXT 205 live review. Later.
Ooh, you said the word. Bye.